blitz on him. He wanted the foul on Walker. Oh, what a pass by Caruso to the lead!
Watch this pass. Fake.
Every year, hundreds of players fall through the cracks, and most of them disappear. But there was one who carved his name into basketball's biggest stage. This bald, baby-faced guy from Texas went undrafted and unnoticed at first, but he didn't quit, and somehow he went from nobody to a championship X-Factor. They called him a meme, but he became a menace. He entered the NBA as an unknown 23-year-old, but today he is on his way to becoming one of the best in the league's history. So how did he get this far despite being undrafted at first? And what makes him an exceptional player today? Let's find out. Alex Caruso's basketball career began far from the glamour of the NBA. Born on February 28, 1994, Alex didn't know that someday he would etch his name in NBA history. His father, Mike Caruso, was a basketball coach, which made him familiar with the sport at an early age. Alex grew up in the shadows of the Texas A&M campus because of his father, who was an associate athletic director at Texas A&M. I was a ball boy for Texas A&M growing up, so I would show up to the games 2.5 hours early with him. I'd shoot for as many minutes as I could before I had to start rebounding for the guys. We'll talk about the game. I think that's probably where a lot of my understanding of the game came from, he said, while talking about his father's influence on his game. His family was deeply supportive of his basketball aspirations. His mother, Jackie, also played a key role in shaping his character and work ethic. At A&M Consolidated High School, he played basketball under head coaches Rusty Segler and Rick German, who helped him improve his basketball skills. After high school, he joined Texas A&M Aggies. At 6'5", he was a decent size for a guard. He was well aware of his position. He made the right pass, got in the passing lanes, and sacrificed stats for stops.
Into the paint, he's got a big size advantage.
Instead, Caruso and one. That's 4 straight for Alex Caruso, and a chance to extend it.
He played 137 games over his 4-year career and finished as the school's all-time leader in steals and assists. He led the Aggies to the Sweet 16 of the NCAA tournament.
Caruso, still a 2-possession game. Caruso, finger roll, counted, a foul with 11.8.
But here's the thing about college success. It doesn't always translate. Despite his impressive college stats, he went undrafted in the 2016 NBA draft. But that's not where his story ends. Not even close. It was September 2016 when Caruso received an invitation from Thunder to a tryout for an Exhibition 10 contract, which offered him a chance to join the G League affiliate Oklahoma City Blue. Although there were 6 players at the workout, but Caruso was the one Oklahoma City's management really wanted to watch. The coach, Mark Daigneault, was already impressed by Alex's college career. As he recalled, the other guys at the tryout were respectful, not professional-level basketball players. But Alex managed to make a lasting impression. By midway throughout the workout, he's coaching the workout. He's doing what he does, Mark told ESPN. By the end of that workout, Alex claimed a roster spot with OKC Blue. In 2016-17 G League regular season, he played 50 games for Oklahoma City Blue and scored 11.88 points, 3.9 rebounds, and 5.2 assists per game.
So back court with 7 to shoot. Caruso gets it 5. He crosses midcourt, behind the back dribble, 3 to shoot. Step back as Boris hits the...
In the 2017-18 G League regular season, he played 29 games for the South Bay Lakers, scoring 19.03 points, 3.8 rebounds, and 7.7 assists per game.
Reno, Stockton, three-pointer, floating.
His game was constantly improving, and his defensive skills were making highlights. In 2017, Caruso got a call from the Los Angeles Lakers and joined the 2017 NBA Summer League. Nothing was guaranteed. He wasn't even supposed to play much, but then Lonzo Ball got injured. He played at his place and led the Lakers to a victory. He was neither the best athlete on the floor nor the most talked about Lakers guard, but he made the right reads. He picked up full court and outworked everyone.
Following that, what's the latest?
Well, Dozier will not return. X-rays are negative.
Dozier is diagnosed, though, with a left ankle sprain.
He kept doing the little things game after game, and suddenly, the little things turned into big decisions, and it was on July 13th when he was signed to Lakers' first two-way contract. It was not a big contract, but a foot in the door. 1 minute, he was riding buses in the G League, and the next minute, he was sharing practice courts with LeBron James. His father Mike said, "The Lakers' up-tempo fits his style. The tempo picked up when he was in the game, and then they sealed the deal. I am proud of myself to come out and perform like I did," Caruso said in a post-game press conference. "I have been playing a high-level basketball since college, and 90% of these guys I've played against or seen before. I lace my shoes up just like they do." While most people still saw him as a meme, the Lakers saw something different: a grinder, a worker, and a guard unafraid to do the dirty work. He also helped the Lakers win the 2017 NBA Summer League championship. He was the first player to go directly from the G League to the NBA via a two-way contract.
I think people get caught up in the G League because there's a lot of talent in the G League, right? Like I know I've played against people that are more talented than me in the G League, but they might not have had that grit, that toughness to work themselves out of that 1 or 2 years in the G League and make it to the NBA. It's just like self-awareness, man. Like you're in the G League for a reason. Like once you can drop your ego and realize, like, hey, I'm not in the NBA for a reason. What do I need to do to get there? What am I good at? What do I need to get better at?
Yeah.
It's simple as that.
Alex wasn't supposed to become a star in Los Angeles. He wasn't drafted, wasn't hyped, and wasn't even on the main roster. But in a city obsessed with flash, it was his grit that started turning heads. It was almost a joke at the start, the bald head, the headband, and the white guy dunking out of nowhere, but he started stealing the spotlight in no time. He made his NBA debut against the Los Angeles Clippers on October 19, 2017. He played 12 minutes and scored 2 points, 2 assists, and 1 rebound in that match. In the final game of the season, he scored a career-high 15 points, along with 7 rebounds in a victory against the Clippers. He averaged 3.6 points, 1.8 rebounds, and 2 assists in the 2017-18 NBA season. Following an impressive performance in the 2018 NBA Summer League, Caruso signed a second two-way contract with the Los Angeles Lakers. On March 6, 2019, he scored a season-high 15 points, along with 6 rebounds and 3 assists against the Denver Nuggets.
And Caruso gets the jump shot. He has 7 points off the bench. Caruso to the basket, and he gets the...
On April 5th, he scored a new career-high 32 points against the Clippers. He became the only Laker to record 30-plus points, 10-plus rebounds, and 5-plus assists other than LeBron James.
And just literally took him apart.
Dropped a 6-1, counted Caruso, and the foul. That stops a Clip.
On April 7th, he scored 18 points, along with a career-high 11 assists in a victory against the Utah Jazz.
His hands were a little bigger. If he could palm the ball better, I think he converts this one. But you can see how the ball was slipping out of his hands. Some guys have to cup it.
Caruso with control of things. He gets doubled, rolling as Williams. He's underneath, counted, and one.
On July 6, 2019, he signed a 2-year contract with the Lakers. This contract was worth $5.5 million. He became an X factor for the Lakers. However, the big day was still pending until October 11, 2020, when Caruso made history by winning his first NBA championship. It was the Game 6 of the 2020 NBA Finals. Most of the world expected to see LeBron James lead the way, but they didn't expect Alex to be standing next to him in the starting lineup. Alex Caruso, the man who was undrafted at first, and now starting on basketball's biggest stage.
Starting lineup, Alex Caruso, his first start of the playoffs. Dwight Howard will not start tonight. Caruso started a couple of games in the regular season, but first time in the postseason for Caruso.
Caruso was everywhere in the finals.
Looking to push every opportunity. Beautiful pass. Caruso banks it in. A precise bounce.
Anthony Davis has dominated the paint. They have nothing in there. They need more skill and shooting on the floor.
Caruso with the steal. Caruso got the start. Doesn't have big numbers. As James drives, gets inside, layup, banks it home.
Alex became the center of praise in no time. Whether it was his teammates, his coach, or the media, his grit and toughness made everyone praise him. LeBron regarded Alex as his favorite teammate.
And then they come off the bench with one of my favorite teammates of all time, and Alex Caruso, who is like a dog. He's the ultimate Swiss Army knife. We've literally seen him guard Giannis. We've seen him guard the Joker. You know, we've seen him guard Ant. We've seen him guard Julius Randle. We've seen him guard Jamal Murray throughout this whole postseason. And you look at, you know, plus minus after the game, you know, AC will have 5 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists, and his plus minus would be a goddamn plus 17.
His outings on the court often left LeBron in complete shock.
Magic number 4, Golden State is 3. Rondo 3 up high and off the wall. Caruso parachutes in. You cannot stop him. You can only hope to.
LeBron also spoke about how he and Caruso have a similar winning mindset. I gravitate towards players like that right away because in the game, everybody talks about the physical side and how high you can jump and how fast you can run and all those things. But the mental side is what gets you to the next level. I saw that from AC, and he continues to learn. He's just been great for us. The coach, Frank Vogel, also didn't hesitate to heap praise on Alex Caruso.
Alex Caruso has stepped up big, to do it without skipping a beat on the defensive end where he is an elite defender. And I think it's worth mentioning that he has to be considered for all defensive team, with the way he guards, the way he does everything on that side of the ball. So to see him, dominate on the defensive end and, take control of our offense and play on both sides just proves his value to us. And it was a big reason we won a championship last year, and, he's going to be huge for us in the playoffs this year.
Even the basketball fans were in love with Caruso, and Alex knew the reason why his fans appreciated him that much. I think it's the way I play. Every game, I go out here and play as hard as I can, and I think people appreciate that, he said. Alex Caruso's NBA career began with the Los Angeles Lakers, but nothing lasts in basketball. It was August 2021 when Caruso signed a 4-year contract with Chicago Bulls. This contract was worth $37 million. He left the Lakers due to several factors, including the Lakers' unwillingness to meet his contract demands, possible luxury tax implications, and an apparent underappreciation of his worth by the Lakers' front office. Despite all these factors, Alex was ready to negotiate, but the Lakers were not, and it led to the end of his era with the Lakers. He continued his NBA journey as a guard for the Chicago Bulls. In the 2021-22 season, he played 41 games for the Chicago Bulls with an average of 7.4 points, 4 assists, and 3.6 rebounds. In the 2022-23 season, he played a total of 67 games and averaged 4.6 points, 2.9 assists, and 2.9 rebounds. He got injured in a match against the Milwaukee Bucks on January 21, 2022.
His 3 won't go. Long rebound. Caruso taken away by Middleton for a moment. Then DeSumu's got it. Hits the trailer. Caruso and a hard foul on Grayson Allen as Caruso hits the deck.
His right wrist got fractured, and he went through surgery. This injury kept him out of the game for 6 to 8 weeks, but he was back the next season. In the 2023-24 season, he appeared in 71 games and averaged 10.1 points, 3.5 assists, and 3.8 rebounds. At the end of the season, he was named to the NBA All-Defensive First Team for the first time ever. Caruso scored 13 points along with 13 rebounds, 2 steals, 2 assists, and 1 block against Toronto Raptors. He won the NBA Hustle Award this season. But his association with the Chicago Bulls didn't last long.
Welcome to Oklahoma City. I know you're not exactly new to the organization, but what has it been like coming back to the city and walking into this building?
Yeah, it's been nice. Some good memories. Obviously, this is, like you said, where I started my professional career. So many familiar faces. The continuity of the organization has been great, and I think that'll really help me just, ease back into it, get to know the teammates. The facility's still the same, so I know where everything's at. Just really excited to be here.
On June 21st, 2024, he was traded to the Oklahoma City Thunder in exchange for Josh Giddey. This trade reunited Caruso with Mark Dignault, who trained him during his years with Oklahoma City Blue. Caruso signed a 4-year, $81 million contract with the Thunder. His journey with the Thunder until now has been marked by his leadership and mentorship of a young, talented team.
I've put myself in the firing line. I've sacrificed for them through the season, just with different. They believe what I'm talking about, and a lot of that is, based on the energy and the effort that I play with, and the things that I do to make sure that the team is in a positive place.
Yeah, he's the only one on the team with a ring. He knows what it takes. He's been there before. He's won 16 games in a playoff run, so he knows what it takes. When he speaks, everyone listens, and also what he brings to the game.
In the 2024-25 season, Caruso has played 54 games for OKC and averaged 7.1 points, 2.5 assists, and 2.9 rebounds, and kept it all by helping the Thunder win the 2025 NBA title. Alex Caruso wasn't a top pick at first. Most people didn't even know his name, but he kept showing up in every game, every practice, and every moment. He fought for every minute and stepped up when the lights were brightest. This is how a G League nobody turned into a championship X Factor. Want more stories of redemption and greatness? Check out our latest video on Carmelo Anthony, his rise and his fall.
Vucevic has made 2 good defensive plays in a row. Ball for Caruso! Triple-double! And the Caruso show! And